I spent $51 in that store. Woo! What did I get for $51? Well, I'm going to show you.
Hi.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Guten Morgen, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. The birds are chirping. It's 8:48, and I'm sitting outside the 2nd Avenue Thrift Shop in North Philadelphia. Let's go find something amazing. Oh, I really like these little juice glasses. Now, these are definitely Depression era. Look at the etching, and they've got the black glass bottoms. So, 5 of them for $6. But they're paper thin and pretty notorious for chips. Also, we've got various sizes here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that doesn't look right. Maybe there are more of them here. I'm gonna have to keep searching and see. Yeah, there's one hiding way back there. That actually looks like a little tiny cordial. And let's see, it is the same etching. Okay, we're gonna have to see how they've got these things. Oh, those are handsome. I don't know though, because it seems as though, I love these too. Now this, I've had these before. I want to say this is Tiffin glass. See how heavily encrusted it is with the beautiful platinum band there? But it looks like there's only, oh, it says there's 5 of them for $5.99. Well, I only see 2. Where are the other ones? Okay, camera off, and I'm gonna start searching. All right, folks, there's a lot of noise in here today. There aren't many people in the store, but the music is playing and they're cleaning off the shelves and whatnot. I don't want to do a voiceover. I'm just gonna yell. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, you know, I really don't do much with baby planters. I find that they're not very big sellers. That one's only $3. It's got a music box in it. LP Cohen flowers, oh, I'm sorry, you can't see it. Broomall, that's outside of Philadelphia. So, I don't know. Let's talk about baby planters. There are plenty of them. Do you buy and sell them? And do you have luck with them? That is not what I would like it to be, but it's imitating something. Oh my goodness, they're making a lot of noise in here. Oh, look at that. Is that an antique print over there? Let's go see. I think, wait a minute, I'm distracted. I know these are not old, but I had to pick them up anyway. Let's go over here and take a look at this. The frame looks very old. The glass looks very old. And it is. Oh my goodness, look at that frame. And it looks like a wonderful old print. Hold on, I'm gonna take this down off the shelf. Okay, I know I'm jumping around, and I promise you I'm going to show you this frame and this print. I did take it down off the shelf, and it is old. It probably dates to somewhere between 1900 to 1920, and I will show you that when we get to where I can show it to you. But right now, I need to strike while the iron is hot. So, oh, poor thing. Okay, these, that's trying to look a little bit like, well, that's got to be a Japan piece, but it looks sort of, oh, not bleak. What is it? What are they trying to look? Yeah, there's the Japan under there. We can just barely see it. But that's got a lot of chips on it. So I don't think I'm going to be interested in that. So many little things here. That is not... Well, no, wait a minute. Actually, hold on. Is this an old piece of onyx on there? No, that's not old. I thought it looked like it was from an old desk set. You know, the way they would put onyx on things. Oh, look at these. Interesting little collection. Okay, so this is metal. And we're trying to look like, I guess, the Greeks. I don't know what this... Made... Oh, it's made in Germany? Let's see here. I did say Guten Abend this morning. Made in... Wait a minute, I can't see it. Hold on. Well, this isn't old. It's not something I would buy to resell, but I think it's cute. So we have this sort of 1930s looking woman has just come home from work and she's taken off her belt. She's plopped down in the chair. I guess she's eating chocolates. Is that what that is? You can see it better than I. And the little Scotty is begging here for the chocolates. And the surprise is when we turn the chair around, uh-oh, someone's waiting to play. Now, you know, if Salem were still living, he would have a fit with the bullion fringe on the bottom of that chair that I bought. But I haven't brought that chair in the house. It's in storage and it's going to stay in storage for a while. And I'll tell you more about that later. This is... Look at this. This is old. Oh, by the way, you might have wanted to know what that thing was, and I didn't tell you. It's called Sitting Pretty. Rhodes Studio 1991. Just a little resin kind of a thing. This feels like a chalkware or a ceramic, probably chalkware. $6 for that owl. That's going to date back to the old days, but there's only one, so it's still okay. I sometimes buy one. I know you can put one bookend on a bookshelf and have it to back up against. I know that people do collect single bookends. Look at the bunny. Am I out of focus? Probably. Ooh, look at the dolls. Why do they have them displayed like that? Look at this, the way they're hanging off the shelves. Well, I guess that's the safest way they know how to display them. Okay. My goodness. Well, I can see now. I looked a little bit closer, and these are made in Greece. Duh, not Germany. Probably little tourist. Someone went on a trip and brought these tourist items back, I would guess. They're all marked $4 each, $6 each. I'm going to say no on them, although I don't really know anything about them. And let's see. Oh, poor thing. There's a cuckoo clock top that's been broken and repaired. Well, at least I did find something German. Yeah, see, yeah. I did find something German. From Germany. Okay, so at least that's where almost all of the clocks come from. Not all of them, but the Black Forest tradition there with cuckoo clocks. Oh, how did I miss this? That's old. That goes back to the 20s or 30s. Now that, is it just one? $5.99 for just one. An old galleon type sailing ship bookend. Sometimes they're marked. Down here you've got to be, there it is. 1930, and the initials are too small. It looks like G and H. It's kind of small for me to see. But just one. Just one. The opinions expressed by the husbands in this house are not necessarily those of the management. Oh, $1.99. Now I know. I know half of you just screamed at me for leaving that on the shelf. Hello, Swan. That's an oldie. Probably American made. Price tag fell off of it. Yes, the price tag fell off of it. Okay, let's get outside. I have got things in my cart that I did not show you, and I'm going to show you when I get out into the truck, and then we'll head to our next store. Okay, one shop down. I don't know how many more to go. It's only 9:30 in the morning and I'm just getting started. I spent $51 in that store. Woo! What did I get for $51? Well, I'm going to show you. We'll start off with a porcelain dresser tray. It's a small one. This one is hand painted with a combination of some gilding on there, and on the back of it we can see this one is actually a made in Japan, but it's a small one, easy to ship, very pretty for the dresser. Here's the second one. This one I believe is German. I think this is German porcelain. This one let's see here, this is a decal here. So this is a transfer, but also just a nice little pretty porcelain dresser tray. These are small. Usually they're, you know, a lot bigger than that, the ones I find. So easy to sell and easy to ship. The first thing that I found when I walked in the store, and I'm going to try not to have this come up as a reflection for you, but I guess now you can see. This is a dresser top mirror, and this dates to the 1930s. This is a colonial revival, and someone would buy this Chippendale style, sort of Chippendale, yeah, Chippendale style, to put on their dresser. So it's an easel style. I'm just trying not to reflect. You can see it's gilded and wood and on an easel here. You can see the bottom of it. Now, you know, this style of thing has been made for years and years and years. How do I know it's 1930s? I can tell by the wood, I can tell by the finish, I can tell by the old paper, the brown paper on the back, and by the base here and the condition of the glass. Everything just indicates that also the screws, the way it's connected to the easel, it's definitely from the Depression era. And it was popular to buy those and use them at that time. Now, I'm somewhat stumped on these. I've got to go and look them up. These might have been the most expensive thing that I bought today, but boy, we love our owls. And these are heavy cast iron bookends, black owls. Let's get them unrubber banded there, and we'll turn them this way. Okay, so there they are. Very nice. Nice and heavy, these two. And I'm not familiar with the maker on these. It simply says it looks like EMIG, or something to that effect. So I'm gonna have to look these up. I didn't look them up in the store. For what I paid, a pair of heavy cast iron owl bookends, these are gonna do well. So I was very pleased with those, and it looks like it's an old original black paint. Then I bought a pair of 1940s dresser lamps, which I think I have the perfect shades for these. Now these are going to date probably after the war, or late 40s into early 50s. These tall, skinny ones were very popular in the 1940s. So we have original sockets. This is glass in the middle, which is etched. They start to become plastic when you get into the 50s. And then we've got these really chunky, they're so tall I can't, these chunky glass bottoms here. Again, we see this, the 40s going into the 50s. So two glass, circa 1948 dresser lamps, which, as I said, I think I've got some shades that will work on these beautifully. And then a wonderful cake dome here. This is, look at the print on that. Hello, little bird. A little bird has perched right on my, and this is made in Japan. And it says hand painted, made in Japan. Now this is going to go back again to the 1930s. So it's the domed cake. We have the cake plate underneath. There are no chips. There's a little bit of staining, but there's a trick to get the staining. Sometimes you can get the staining out of cracked porcelain or ceramic. Maybe we'll try that on camera. And then the very last thing, I hesitate to even lift it up, is that wonderful print. In fact, let me show you that print when I'm outside. But that print, I may just actually keep that. And that was about $10. So if I end up keeping that, I really only spent about $40 for the items that I'm going to sell. So I'm happy with what I purchased. I couldn't really put together, I liked those black glasses with the etching on them, but I couldn't put a set together. All mixed up, chipped, left them there. So that's it. Okay, let me put all this in the back seat and we're gonna head to the next thrift shop. Woohoo! We're off to a good start. Okay, here's the antique print that I really, really like. Take a look at this wooden frame, which is gilded, and it's got, you know, it's gonna have this, it's so delicate, you're gonna get plaster gesso loss along here, and we've got that kind of loss, which doesn't bother me. It's such a fine detail here. I'm just going to color that in and not even bother to repair it. Once I color it in, you'll never even see that it's been chipped. The print itself I'm not familiar with. We see Metaphysic up here at the top, and it's a sort of looks like a colonial era, well, possibly colonial era man who, or 1850s, maybe federal, 1810, maybe federal era, and he is trying to find a book in this, perhaps his library. Now once I get it out of the frame, sometimes you pull the mat away and you'll find a date and also who printed it. Not really sure, but as I said, I paid $10 for it. It's in good condition. I don't know if this is a character from classical literature or any such thing, but I'll find out when I get it at home and do a little more digging on it. We'll get the back off and do some discovery. Okay, okay. Now before I forget, I just ran into two viewers, friend viewers, Linda and Wayne. Never met them before, but I did just run into them here in the shop, and I'm so glad they said hello. And I said, you know what, Linda and Wayne, may I have your permission to get mad and say, Linda and Wayne were in that store 20 minutes before I got there and they wiped it out. Well, actually, Linda and Wayne, you didn't see this. Look what I'm gonna buy. Actually, this may not be their thing, but I think it's a anchor hocking pitcher. Let's go look at it. Okay, look at that. Now, the rings pattern, I haven't really seen it in gold before, but this looks like a hocking ice lip pitcher from the 1930s, and the rings have been gilded here. These are never marked anchor hocking on the bottom, but that one's only $5, and that's going to go all the way back to the 30s and the 40s. So, you know, I love pitchers, and that's right up my stream. Right up my alley, I guess is what you're supposed to say. So we'll put that in there, and now I'm going to go track down Linda and Wayne and show them what I got.